Come join me as I sit on my back porch sketching my backyard friends. I like to sit out here in the mornings to have my morning coffee. And I also at the same time feed the squirrels and the birds. Ouch, Grandma, stop it. And I just enjoy this peaceful, quiet time with nature. They answer each other. Today, I am sketching. Every morning, I put out a handful of seeds, nuts, fruit, whatever I happen to have on hand. Both the squirrels and the birds receive my offerings, and sometimes I bring my sketchbook to sit and draw my visiting friends. There does seem to be one pudgy little boy who seems most comfortable in my presence, but the other squirrels are very skittish. There is one skinny squirrel with a torn ear, it's like split in two, and he has a very thin looking tail, but other than that I cannot tell one squirrel from another, and I can't quite tell if they're from the same family or rival families. Sometimes they compete for access to the dish, and one will frighten off another. I do enjoy watching them. Squirrels seem to be a lot like cats. They play with each other. This little squirrel is wrestling with a pine cone. He made a toy of the pine cone just the way cats make a toy of various things I have around my house. Silly squirrel. I see many squirrel nests high up in the trees. I think they call it a bray. And this funny little pose. Squirrels flap their tails when they sense danger. I wonder if that flapping tail is a warning to the others. Forgive the noise in the background. They're working on my road, and they have been since February. Soon it shall be paved. Feeding the animals gives me opportunity to view them more closely and to sketch them. Eating a walnut. I am working on toned paper. First I sketch in pencil, and then I go over it with ink, adding my shadow. Then I come in with highlights using a white colored pencil. It's a quick way to create values. It's not a full-scale drawing, but a sketch. My page of the squirrels captures them from different angles and poses to help me understand the body of the squirrel. The more we draw, the more we learn from observation. You have not truly seen anything until you have drawn it. My relationship with the squirrels began with this stump. I would put out scraps of food on a plate sitting on that stump. The stump's trying to grow back now. And sometimes I would just throw the scraps on the ground near the stump because the squirrels live up in the trees up here. Well, then I noticed that they started to visit the stump when there was nothing there and just sit on it as if, hey, where's the treats? Where's the snacks? So then I put out a little dish, and I've been putting seeds out. Seeds, nuts, fruits, dried fruits, whatever I have. I put them out here in the morning. The squirrels come out about 8:30 when I have my coffee, and they will feed. And they'll come throughout the day, in the afternoon, and in the evening they'll come out as well. But I only put seeds out, just a handful, once a day. I did prepare the space for them. They'll get on the fence, and then from the fence they jump onto it. They want to escape. They run up this tree here. As I sit and observe, I notice that there are at least 3 bird couples that visit my feeding tray. 1 titmouse couple. The birds are the most comfortable in my presence, and I'm amazed at how close they come to me. But the squirrels keep a safe distance. I have only seen the male cardinal come to my tray of food. His female partner will be out in the area and will join him as he leaves with his food. The squirrels chase each other up and down the trees. They chase each other, spiraling around the tree trunk. They quickly travel from one tree to another, leaping from branch to branch. Only once did I ever see a squirrel miss the jump and fall to the ground. And here in this branch of this oak tree just out beside my back porch, there is a nest, and there is a blue jay. The nesting season of the blue jays begins in March. It will end in July with the goal of raising a brood before fall. Previously, back in March, or maybe it was April, there had been a blue jay nest just outside my bathroom window. But there's a black crow up there. He has discovered the nest, and the birds are trying to protect it. It was attacked by a large crow or a raven. The bird was 3 times the size of a blue jay. Blue jays haven't been back to their nest since the raid of the raven, or crow. I'm going to search below to see if I find any evidence. There is a broken eggshell. Yep. The eggs were destroyed. So it's sort of a green egg with brown spots. The blue jays, of course, abandoned their nest and they made a new nest behind my back porch. And I was delighted to find that there is a nest in my backyard. I have witnessed the male jay bringing food to the broody jay. He's feeding her. Incubation takes about 16 to 18 days. I counted 4 babies that had hatched. I first saw them about June 1st. I don't know how old they were. I don't know how long they have been hatched. And after the babies hatched, the male jay had a full-time job bringing food to the family of 5. It'll take 17 to 21 days before the chicks fledge from the nest. I am so hoping to witness it, and that they will be successful this time around. I'm amazed at how quiet the jay family are. I never hear a peep out of the chicks or of the nurturing parents. Yes, I see you, Daddy. You're good to your lady. a dutiful mother sitting on her nest. I hope I'll get a chance to see the baby blue jays. And I hope there's enough tree cover above that the crows will not steal their eggs, as I witnessed earlier in the springtime. So I'll just keep an eye on them and check on them every day. They know I'm watching them, but I never go near the nest. She stays at the nest, and the dad gets the food, and I've seen him fly directly to my feeding station to get food, and he'll usually take a bunch of it, and I guess he regurgitates it and feeds it to the babies, and he feeds the mom. I've seen him do that. He's a dutiful dad doing his job, providing for his family, and she's a dutiful mom sitting on her nest patiently, quietly. So we just wait and see what happens. Blackbird saw me looking up at him. Couldn't get my camera turned on fast enough, so maybe he's decided to go away because a human has intervened. Even though the nests are high up in the trees that I can't really help, all I can do is yell. Boy, those blackbirds have been mean birds today. I have seen so many attacks happen of birds' nests. Well, I can't get close enough to see them, but I hear the noise. I hear the commotion in the forest, and I see the birds flying around and a lot of commotion in the trees. I just can't capture it on camera. One day, I heard a commotion, and then I saw a bird sort of hopping on the forest floor. So I walked out there, and the bird kept going further and further away from me. I could not tell if it was a baby bird falling out of the nest. I wasn't sure, or maybe it was an injured bird and he needed help. As I approached, it kind of went under a thick brush, and I still saw the two blue jays hanging about nearby. And so I figured, okay, maybe they got a baby on the ground and they can't pick it up. They can't take it back to their nest. I wonder if I could help. And then I saw movement under the bush. Oh wait, I think I see movement. Yes, right down in here, there's some movement. It's a creature. I think there's a bird down here. And I didn't know if I should stay away or if I should try to help. Well, I stood there watching, and I didn't want, the blue jays attacking me, because they probably would if their baby's on the ground. And then I saw a bird come out from that thicket and fly up, and I realized, wait a minute, that's not a baby, and that's not a blue jay. It was another bird. So I think what was happening, because I saw movement behind the bush, he had taken one of the babies, and he was probably eating it while I was standing there wondering what was going on. Oh, it's a bird-eat-bird world out here. I love seeing the parents caring for their chicks. So sweet. They both left the nest. That doesn't usually happen. Hello, Daddy. Probably to come to my feeding station. She rarely leaves the nest. Perhaps Daddy didn't bring enough food for breakfast, huh? One time I actually saw her take food out of a baby's mouth. I love the beauty of the blue jays. They have such lovely markings and a great color. In my sketchbook, I am trying to document them from every angle as a study of blue jays. It is always best to draw from reality if you want to be good at drawing or painting. To draw from reality is to understand what things really look like. To draw is to see, really see. Drawing is the artist's way of seeing, artist's way of studying, and seeing is understanding. I tried my best to capture this jay family. I removed a lot of the leaves to reveal the whole scene. The sky is yellow because it's a morning feeding. The baby chicks open their mouth wide when Daddy brings food to the nest. This time I decided to add full color to create a whole scene. I meant to draw 4 babies, but forgot to add the 4th, so there are only 3. I love working with Prismacolor colored pencils because they blend so well. They're kind of a soft pencil. You can apply lighter colors on top of darker colors to lighten or blend the colors. Only problem with soft lead is that the lead can break easy, so I have to sharpen my pencils a lot. I had to look back at my previous sketches to fill in the parts that I could not see because of the leaves. That's where my Blue Jay page is very helpful as a guide to understand the blue jays. Hey, Grandma. She's my outside cat, used to be Stray. Been hanging around here for about 6 years. Maybe 7. Being within good sight of my back porch, I was full of anticipation of perhaps seeing the fledglings flee the nest when it came time. I asked my husband, which do you think will happen first? The birds leave the nest or the road is finally paved? He predicted the birds would leave the nest. They have been working on the road for 4 months. Squirrels hide their food in various places, and they have a surprising good memory. If they ever forget to come back for their hidden treasures, they may have accidentally planted a tree. In watching the blue jays in action around my home, I have seen their behaviors. They are territorial birds. They can be mean sometimes too. Yesterday, there was a robin on the ground searching for food, and a blue jay swooped down to attack it because it had come too close to where their nest was above. From this video clip, I captured this pose. He is the daddy of my jay family. I have witnessed blue jays fighting with each other. They grab each other's claws and peck at each other with wings a-flapping. On another day, I saw 3 blue jays in the same vicinity, like kind of all around each other, together. They kept, wherever, one would go there, they all would go. As I observed them, I realized that 2 of them were friendly with each other, and the 3rd was the enemy. There. What is the deal here? There's like 3 of them. 2's company and 3's a crowd? Perhaps they were contending for the same female, and the 2 males were fighting each other off. I don't know for sure. Did you know that blue jays mate for life? Isn't that sweet? I believe the female chooses the mate. He lost. Every day I checked on my jay family to see how things were progressing. This is a morning shot. See how the sky is yellow? And here is late in the afternoon, so the shadows, lights and shadows are super strong. This is a few hours before the sun goes down. I don't know how many squirrels visit my back porch. At least 3, maybe more, because I can't tell them apart. Only once I saw 2 at the same time. I wonder if they are siblings. They're not chasing each other off. I will never see baby squirrels unless they fall out of the nest, which probably doesn't happen, because they don't leave their prey until they are fully matured. So I'll never know if that's a new squirrel. My page of the squirrels captures them from different angles and poses to help me understand the body of the squirrel. Looks like he's wearing pajamas. The more we draw, the more we learn from observation. You have not truly seen anything until you have drawn it. Are you talking to me? You're coming to get something to eat? Incredible how they can cling on like that upside down. I really wanted to end this video on a happy note with baby birds fledging from the nest, but that is not what happened. I missed it when whatever took place happened. This morning, just 6 days after discovering the new baby birds, I found the nest empty and abandoned. There is no way those chicks were old enough to leave the nest on their own. They must have suffered an attack yesterday when we were not at home. This spring and into summer, I have been witnessing life and death. It's a bird-eat-bird world out here, and everyone is fighting for survival, but that is how God designed it. Some succeed and some fail. The failure of some leads to the success of others. We do have a large population of blue jays around our property, so they must be succeeding somewhere. I'm just not seeing it personally. We have quite a few squirrels too, but I know much less about them and their life cycle. I will keep observing all the backyard creatures that come around and keep drawing and fill my sketchbook full of God's wonderful and interesting creatures. I hope you enjoyed this video and got something out of it. Thanks for watching.